Here is my what I think is going to happen in this movie. So here's what I think is going to happen. Our MCU Wanda will be a friend, but she'll also be a foe. And what I mean by that is Strange is going to want to do things a certain way, or Wong's going to do things a certain way, and our Wanda is going to want things done her way because she's tired, she's powerful, and so I just think she'll be a friend because she doesn't really want to hurt Strange or anything like that. She's going to be conflicted. She's going to be hurting. So I don't think she's necessarily going to be the villain, because they are setting that up, and I don't think they want to give that away. That's why I think there's going to be a variant of her that's going to be a villain, and maybe she's the one that messes with our current Wanda. So maybe there is a point where she's a villain, kind of like a Civil War, where you didn't really know who would be like the villain. Like you did because of who was, getting them to fight, but it's like, whose side are we going to pick? So it just depends on what we see. And again, we have to remember the stuff we're going to see that we see in the trailer, we may not see in the movie. I think we're going to get the Watcher from What If. Again, watching What If, taking you through the multiverse, it's going to be hard for us to not get him in this. If you're jumping multiverses, he has to appear, especially if you're getting characters from What If in here. We have to see the Watcher in some form, because is he going to be a part of the Illuminati? Is he going to be above them? We have to see the Watcher. We just have to. Someone out there that's not a Doctor Strange variant is pulling the strings. There's going to be a new villain. The Sinister Strange will be a villain. I think we'll see Supreme Strange as well from What If. I think the statue that Doctor Strange is looking at is going to be that person. But I think the Sinister Strange obviously is going to be a villain. But somebody out there is pulling the strings, whether there's some villain we don't even know. Maybe it is Mephisto, but I'm not going to go out on that limb anymore. And so hopefully I'm wrong and it is Mephisto. He's doing something. Is it going to be Nightmare, which was that? Dormammu, could they bring him back somehow into the fold from the first Doctor Strange? Who knows? But I think somebody else is pulling the strings. Somebody else out there is doing something in this. I think we're going to see not all of them, but I think we're going to see some of our generation's X-Men. And then we're also going to see new X-Men to be introduced. Now, in 2 hours and 6 minutes, this one's a stretch, because to get Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine and stuff like that, I just think this could be a way to introduce some of them and then give way to a new actor or actress to play the X-Men, to kind of say goodbye to the other X-Men and everything else. Shang-Chi, all those characters, I think they're going to show up. I think they will, because of the connection to Wong. I think he could get them to help fight. I think we will see that character, which will be great. Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, great movie. You guys need to watch it. A version of Ancient One will be back, whether it's in a different timeline, a variant, or somehow like in What If we were able to talk to the one in that timeline. We're going to see the Ancient One come back. Now, here's a stretch. This one's a stretch. Kind of. And I'll tell you why it's a stretch. We will see Tobey Maguire in this movie. Now, the reason why this is a stretch is because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. And they're going to want a lot of money for having Tobey Maguire be in this. But let me phrase that. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. That's why if we see Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, then Sony's going to be a part of this, and Doctor Strange will get on Disney Plus, and I don't think Marvel wants that. What I'm saying is we could see a variant of Tobey Maguire. Now, it was rumored out there that Tobey Maguire will be Spider-Man, fight Wanda, and it's not going to go well. That is still quite the possibility. It absolutely is. There's a possibility to see Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man because of the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff, because it's his universe getting wrecked. I just think we'll see Tobey Maguire. I'm not necessarily saying as Spider-Man. I just think Tobey Maguire will be there. I think Doctor Strange will fight Wanda, even if it's not the current MCU Doctor Strange Wanda one, because the big conversation is who's stronger, Doctor Strange or Wanda? And it's been asked to the actors and actresses. Benedict Cumberbatch says it's not necessarily how strong you are, it's what you know. And then, you know, Elizabeth Olsen says, well, Wanda's strong. I think Doctor Strange will win because Doctor Strange and Wanda both almost beat Thanos, but Doctor Strange almost did it when he had 2 or 3 Infinity Stones. And Doctor Strange is way smarter about the magic, and I think that's why we might end up seeing him mentor Wanda at the end. But I think we're going to get a Doctor Strange Wanda showdown. I hope it's both of the current ones. I think that'd be awesome. But I think at some point you'll see them go at each other. My other stretch theory is Loki will be in it in some form or another. It's a Loki variant or something from the Loki series, whether it's him or something else, will be in this movie. A character we know or some more will die. And people are thinking it's Wong. I really hope not, because of the Shang-Chi thing we got. Is he going to be like a mentor? He is the Sorcerer Supreme. Does this set off Strange down another spiral? And that's what Benedict Cumberbatch was talking about. Like, there's layers to this person. I hope it's not Wong, but I think there are going to be some characters that we know that are not going to make it out alive because it's a horror, the way it's set up. It's going to be gone. This is my biggest stretch theory. Our character from Moon Knight will be in it. Now, the Moon Knight season finale is Wednesday, the night before that we'll be seeing Doctor Strange. And I'm not saying I think it's a coincidence that it was set up that way, because I think Moon Knight is more supernatural, which feeds more into like a Blade, maybe Eternals, but I know with Blade, it sets that up big time. Not setting up Blade, but there's a connection there with the supernatural stuff. But with the sorcery stuff and the Egyptian stuff, it's magic, but it's sorcery stuff. It is supernatural stuff. I have a feeling that he'll be there one way or another, end credit scene or something. That's my huge stretch one. That I really have nothing to back that up with, but that's what I think. That will be there. And then one of my biggest questions is, and me and Logan talked about this, the more the MCU has gone on and the more Marvel has come on, we're always thinking, what is setting this up? As you're watching the movie, okay, what could it set up? We knew Black Widow. We didn't really know what was going to set up, and at the very end, it kind of fed you into Hawkeye a little bit, I guess. Eternals, we have no idea what it's setting up. We knew Spider-Man No Way Home was setting up Doctor Strange. We knew WandaVision was setting up Doctor Strange. Loki, we kind of think is setting that up. Falcon the Winter Soldier can be setting up another Captain America. They can be set up. So we kind of have different ideas of what's setting up. I honestly don't know where this is going to set up. Is it going to set up another Wanda movie? Is this going to set up Ant-Man? Is it going to feed it? Because we got the Thor Love and Thunder trailer. Is it going to somehow be connected to that? I don't think so, because they're off in space doing things. Because of all the magic and everything else, is this going to feed into Moon Knight or Blade or something else? I really don't have a thought or a theory of where this is going to go. Because are they going to branch off into different timelines? Are they going to do movies on different timelines? Is it going to be staying in our current MCU, but now there's this break of multiverse stuff that now they have to deal with, and they're going to deal with in this movie, but it's not going to get solved. They have to do other things. The supernatural stuff. So as it does feed into Blade, does it feed into something else? No idea. I know they're bringing Daredevil and all that back. Does this kind of bring that into the fold? I absolutely have no clue what this sets up.